you into the eye of the storm. From Sioux Falls, South Dakota, the Bismarck Bucks aim for a third straight victory on the road as the Sioux Falls Storm try and snap a two-game slide. It's the Bismarck Bucks on deck, and it starts right now. Welcome inside the Denny Sanford Premier Center, everybody. I'm David Sugarman. Earlier this week, head coach Rod Miller said sometimes you have to take an old-fashioned butt-whooping to learn a point. 3 weeks ago, after a 36-point loss at home to Sioux Falls, point taken. Since then, the Bucks have won the last two games by 20-plus points apiece, and they have been playing some of their best football of the season. Last week, quarterback Richard Stametti threw 6 touchdowns in the win over Green Bay. And Miller said simply, if the team comes out with the same edge they played with the last 2 games, and is a little bit more mentally prepared, he expects a much better result this time around. As for the Storm, this is uncharted territory. They're at 500, 6 games into a season for the first time in franchise history, and head coach Curtis Riggs did not hold back. When asked about what he learned from the last 2 games, both losses for Sioux Falls, he said, "We learned that we're not very resilient." And tonight he wants his team to come out, be more resilient, and maybe even more important than that, value possession, take care of the football, something that was an issue in their last 2 games, especially in last week's loss against the Iowa Barnstormers. Let's keep things moving and take a look around the IFL presented by West Dakota Chevy Dealers. Last night, 1 game in action, and it was Green Bay and Iowa, a thriller. Green Bay able to take down the Barnstormers 48-44. Looking forward for the Bucks, it'll be Bismarck getting the week off next week on a bye, and the following week it's the Bucks and the Pirates to round out the Bucks' 3-game road trip in Massachusetts. That's your look around the IFL. Keeping things moving in the right direction, let's put our attention back on this matchup with our players to our keys to the game. For the Bismarck Bucks, they want to come out and come prepared in this one. Something, as we mentioned, did not happen in their last game. Lost by 36. Rod Miller said the team was a little bit big-headed after a couple of wins, and they certainly were humbled. And for the Storm, they need to take care of the football. 2 interceptions in last week's loss. The Barnstormers cost them their 2nd straight loss. Those are your Eventide Senior Living community keys to the game. And now time for our players to watch, presented by Proceed. Need, seed, think, Proceed. A couple of great wide receivers in this one. J.T. Stokes, 11 receiving touchdowns this season, in the top 5 in the IFL this year. And Damian Ford, the numbers don't jump off the page, just 3 receiving touchdowns, but 2 of those were against Bismarck a couple of weeks ago. 5 catches for 48 yards and 2 scored. So the Bucks are going to have more than a few eyes on Mr. Ford tonight. We're going to take a short break and come back with kickoff. It's the Farmers Union Insurance pregame show. The Bucks and the Storm after this.
Poem Design is your shop for specialized and meaningful home decor. Nothing makes a house a home like personalized designs that celebrate your milestones and tells your family's unique story. Check out our e-commerce site to find signs, photo prints, and much more. Let Poem's cutting-edge technology create unique products to help you add your personal touch to any space. Visit poemdesign.net to shop our catalog today.
Bucks football is presented by these fine sponsors: Aramark, Dakota Community Bank and Trust, Dickinson State University, Torgerson Auto Center, Stone Home Brewing Company, and West River Chiropractic. Bucks football is presented by these fine sponsors: Action Motorsports, Bill Barth Ford, Glenn's Welding, H.A. Thompson & Sons, Taco Del Mar, and Veracity Motors.
Bismarck has won the toss.
We welcome you into the Denny Sanford Premier Center here in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. 5-3 Bismarck here to take on the 3-3 Sioux Falls Storm. David Sugarman here for Beck Sports. So happy that you could join us today. Before we get going, a huge thank you to the Sioux Falls Storm organization for helping us out with the broadcast today, running many of the cameras and some of the great shots you'll be seeing throughout today's broadcast. Tip of the cap to the Sioux Falls Storm. The Bucks 5-3, winners of 2 straight. The Storm 3-3, losers of 2 in a row. 2 teams headed in the opposite direction. Bismarck hoping it's going to stay that way. Thanks so much for joining us today here on Beck Sports. The Storm and Bismarck meeting for already the 2nd time this season. Several weeks ago, it was all Sioux Falls. It was the last Storm win of the season, 64-28. Storm beat up on the Bucks on their home turf. Bismarck hoping to return the favor today. They'll start things off on the defensive side. Cody Barber kicking things off to one of the more dangerous return men in the IFL, Nate Chavius. He's 3rd in the league at a little over 21 yards of return. He's also got 2 taken back to the house this season. Bismarck looking for 3 in a row. It starts here in Sioux Falls. Barber with a nice squib. It's picked up off a couple of bounces and taken just past the 20-yard line. So Sioux Falls will come out for their first offensive drive of the day. They have been swapping quarterbacks each of the last few weeks, going back and forth in the same game. It's been a 2-quarterback system. Tonight, the starter will be Tommy Armstrong, the Nebraska alum, former IFL Rookie of the Year, going to get things going. Armstrong in the shotgun. Plenty of time to throw. Looking deep on the first play, and he's picked off. Oh, Hendrick couldn't hold on. A golden opportunity nearly to start the game, and Zarrell Hendrick just let it slip. Good job by Damian Ford. Ended up playing defensive back on this play. One more look. Hendrick just too far out in front for Ford, but done a nice job defensively. So it'll be 2nd down and 10 from the 23. Armstrong, lots of time again, and more good coverage, this time from Darion Jackson, knocking that one down. This is a Storm team that started the year 3-1, the defending champion. Since then, 2 straight losses, last week by 10 points to Iowa and to 18 against Spokane the week prior. And head coach Curtis Riggs, he didn't hold back. He said what he learned about his team the last couple of weeks is we're not very resilient. Hoping to change that here on the first drive. 3rd down and 10. Armstrong looking deep. JoJo Gauss couldn't hold on. Good coverage from Keontae Godot. And in the blink of an eye, it's 3rd down and 10. 3 passes, 3 sets of good coverage, and now they'll bring on the special teams unit. Chase Vinatieri, familiar name for any of you football fans out there.
75 eligible,
the nephew of standout NFL kicker Adam Vinatieri, longtime Colts and Patriots kicker, multiple-time Super Bowl champ. See what his nephew can do here on a deep field goal try. Oh, instead it's a fake. Lorenzo Brown Jr., the holder, goes absolutely nowhere. Bismarck ready for it. Head coach Rod Miller was frustrated that his team wasn't prepared enough the last time these 2 teams hooked up. Not the case on the first drive defensively. Bismarck with a big stop and good field position. The Bucks, who gave up touchdowns on their first 8 drives the last time they played Sioux Falls, pick up a stop on drive number 1. Now it's the offensive turn. Quarterback Richard Stametti made his first start since May 15th last week. Threw 6 touchdowns, just 1 interception in a win over Green Bay. Back to pass on 1st and 10. Tried the quick delivery to Mike Kerrigan. Good coverage on the outside. Reed Harrison Ducrose, the Duquesne product, in there. It was a big shakeup for the Bucks at first. Glenn Couillette, who'd been the starting quarterback for several weeks, had gotten hurt, and then this week he left the team for another opportunity. Joined Frankfurt Universe in Germany, his second time playing overseas, and left the Bucks this past week. It was sudden, but said it was an opportunity he just simply couldn't pass up, and so now Stemeti has taken the reins here in full control. 2nd down and 10 from the 21. Plenty of time for Stemeti. Now under pressure and through the hands of his intended target, Raheem Harvey. Just the 5th all-time meeting between Bismarck and Sioux Falls. Sioux Falls has taken 3 out of the first 4, including that 36-point victory just 3 weeks prior. That was the last Storm win, and it was the last Bucks loss. Since that game, the Bucks have not only won 2 in a row, they haven't trailed in the last 8 quarters. See if they can get off to another good start here. Stemeti, home run ball. And good coverage. They were looking for Mike Kerrigan, Jermaine Robinson in on the coverage. 3 incomplete passes for Armstrong for Sioux Falls, and Stemeti with 3 incomplete passes himself. Kerrigan was able to get a couple of hands on it, but good physical coverage from Robinson. So now Cody Barber, who's long on the year, is a 38-yarder out there to kick. Snap and hold are both good, but the kick is off the mark. Bucks come up short on their first drive. We'll take our first break. 10:07 to go in the first quarter. No score from Sioux Falls.
It's that time of year when you'll save hundreds, even thousands on America's best-selling brands during Mattress Firm's semi-annual clearance sale. While supplies last, save up to 80% on name brand model closeouts like Sealy, Simmons, Serta, and even Stearns & Foster. And with 0 interest financing for up to 5 years, buy America's most recommended bed, Tempur-Pedic, for just $31 a month and get $300 in bonus cash. But hurry, these clearance models won't last long. Shop Mattress Firm's semi-annual clearance sale going on now.
Prairie Nights has opened all slot machines for use, and Blackjack is back as well. So come on out, enjoy all your favorite games, and rest assured social distancing protocols are still in place. And right now, get in on the $110,000 Summer Cruisers giveaway. Win cash, comps, and free slot play prizes on Sundays. Or one of our grand prizes, a Can-Am Spider or Ranger pontoon. Get here for the Summer Cruisers giveaway. It's one of the biggest giveaways of the year. Feel lucky tonight.
Cricket Wireless, the official smile cam of the Bismarck Bucks.
We welcome you back to Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Sioux Falls came up short on their first drive. Bucks do the same. Both teams tried 3 passes, and we don't have a complete pass yet. And so Sioux Falls will come out for their second drive. And while we've seen a lot of quarterback swapping from Sioux Falls the last couple of weeks, they're going to stick with Tommy Armstrong. Armstrong coming off a 9-for-14 game with 3 scores and just 1 pick in the loss last week against Iowa. 1st and 10 from their own 5. Armstrong's got plenty of time. Dancing in the end zone, and he finds an open man. Gauss makes a man miss. And JoJo Gauss finally pushed into the dashboard inside the 20-yard line. JoJo Gauss, who just had 2 catches for 16 yards the last time these two hooked up. Starting off with a big one. Doing a nice job dancing away from some tacklers. 1st down and 10 from the 19. Handoff for the first time, and Chavius takes it to about the 15-yard line. So it'll be second down and medium coming up for Sioux Falls. Called out by their head coach Curtis Riggs earlier this week, the defending champions. Looking for a little bit of life here. Despite the struggles, offense has still been crisp, even through the turnovers. Second best in the league at a shade over 46 points tonight. Came up empty on their first drive, handoff to Chavius, down the sideline. Touchdown, Sioux Falls. Officials made sure Chavius was able to avoid getting hit into the wall. He did just that. 15-yard score. The Storm strike first, and for the first time in 8 quarters, Bismarck trails. Able to skate by Keontae Godot and Nate Chavius in the end zone for the 10th time this season.
65 and 75 eligible.
Vinatieri sets up for the extra point. Brown in it for the hold. Kick is up and through the upright. Rather, a miss, beg your pardon. Vinatieri can't put it through, but Sioux Falls strike first, 6-0. Storm on top.
Cricket Wireless, the official smile cam of the Bismarck Bucks. ID Chrysler, the official touchdown sponsor of the game.
Our family had problems with hydration, fatigue, and cramping that no product on the market could solve. We knew there had to be a solution, which led us to inventing Cramp Aid. Our elite athletes have reported up to an 80% reduction in water loss when using Cramp Aid compared to other sports drinks. Nature didn't make water colored, so neither does Cramp Aid. Our products contain all natural flavors and are dye-free. Cramp Aid helps your water take you further.
We welcome you back to Sioux Falls. Storm strike first here at home to take a 6-0 lead. Bismarck going to get the ball back for the second time today. Mike Kerrigan and Zarel Hendrick both back to return. Vinatieri likes to kick it deep. Kerrigan will take it midway through the end zone. He's already brought one back this year. Gets down the sideline, and Vinatieri, the kicker, they've just come up with a touchdown-saving tackle. However, more good field position for Bismarck, but we have a flag. Bismarck is moving back, so this one likely on the Bucks. Waiting the call now.
During the return, holding, return team, number 4. That penalty force half the distance. First down, Bismarck.
So half the distance from the spot of the foul after holding on Raheem Harvey. And so instead of starting on the Storm 20, the Bucks will start back in their own end. Bismarck had good field position on their last drive. Starting on the Sioux Falls 21, couldn't capitalize. 3 straight incomplete passes. End around to Stokes, and he's banged into the wall. Nice job by Jordan Baldwin. He was named the IFL Defensive Player of the Week several weeks ago. Having a strong season in the secondary. A short gain, and we do have more laundry on the field to pick up. Officials still working out who the flag is on.
After the play's over with, dead ball, unnecessary roughness, offense number 51. That penalty enforced from the end of the run. The down count, second down.
So another penalty on the Bucks. 51, Matthew Snow, the guilty party. And so after a penalty on the kickoff, another penalty here. on Bismarck, an unsportsmanlike call. And so now it'll be the Bucks start with the ball at their own 6. Second down and 13. Stametti steps up, and he's tripped up at about the 10-yard line. Not normally Stametti's forte. Able to step up and pick up a few yards there. Stametti trying to work things out with first-year offensive coordinator Coy Ross. Stametti played well in his first start since May 15th last week in the win over Green Bay. 6 touchdowns to just 1 interception in a game the Bucks never trailed. First taste of adversity since the last time Bismarck played Sioux Falls. 3rd down and 9. Stametti, time, down the sideline, and he's intercepted. Jermaine Robinson steps in and picks off the Stametti pass for the early turnover. First pick of the year for Robinson. Ball was well underthrown, looking for Raheem Harvey. And the Storm defense has come to play early on. Stametti now 0 for 4, including an interception through 2 drives and already nursing a 6-0 lead. The Storm will start with the ball on their own 7. Tommy Armstrong still in there at quarterback. On the end around, they give it to Shepard, and he's tripped up quickly by Carter. Shepard, a guy they like to use on the end around. Carried it 4 times the last time these two hooked up. Ended up scoring once as well. Scored once on the receiving end as well. Hauled it a big 25-yard pass on that last drive. Four-yard gain makes it 2nd and 6. Armstrong whips it to the outside. Chavius, he's got wheels. Oh, and he finishes it. Into Bucks territory. Made sure Hendrick felt it at the end of that run. Nate Chavius does a little bit of everything for this team. First in all-purpose yards in the league at almost 160 a game. Showing he can be used in the pass game. Had to be versatile to play in the IFL. Coming up on the 5-minute mark of the first quarter at midfield. Play action. Armstrong, bullet down the sideline, and it went through the hands of his intended target. Was looking for Jordan Smith, and we've got a flag. Our 3rd flag of the game, first to have been on Bismarck.
Number 55 in the neutral zone at the snap. 5-yard penalty.
And it's on John Williams in the neutral zone at the snap. And so 5 yards and an easier first down and 5 for Sioux Falls. So already 3 penalties on Bismarck in this first quarter. They average 61 penalty yards a game, 8th most out of the 11 teams in the IFL. 1st and 5 from the 19. Armstrong off to Chavius. He sheds a couple of bucks before making it to about the 15. And we've got a Bucks player who's down right now. Head coach Rod Miller out to check on him.
Officials timeout. Injury, defensive player.
An injury on the field, and we'll check on the injured Buck when we come back.
When no one else is around. Champions get to work. They never rest. Never settle.
Bucks football is presented by these fine sponsors: Aramark, Dakota Community Bank and Trust, Dickinson State University, Torger-Sonato Center, Stone Home Brewing Company, and West River Chiropractic. Bucks football is presented by these fine sponsors: Action Motorsports, Bill Barth Ford, Glenn's Welding, H.A. Thompson & Sons, Taco Del Mar, and Veracity Motors.
May is National Beef Month, and what better time to explain where the different cuts of beef come from. We are in grilling season, and knowing your way around cuts of beef can be useful when choosing a cut of meat. National Beef Month is a time to thank cattlemen that work tirelessly to keep meat on our tables and keep our ag economy strong. We are proud to recognize, celebrate, and support all those hardworking men and women. A big thank you from Dakota Community Bank and Trust.
Cluton Properties, the official housing sponsor of the Bismarck Bucks.
We welcome you back to Sioux Falls. Nate Paxton, defensive lineman for Bismarck, was the injured Buck. He was helped off the field, but largely able to get off under his own power. Good to see. Second down. Armstrong looking end zone. Godot in on the coverage. Armstrong was looking for Shepard. It's a matchup they might want to take advantage of tonight. The 6'3 Shepard, just a 5'9 Godot. But a nice job in the secondary from the Minot State product. And it'll be 3rd down and 1. Tommy Armstrong, the IFL Rookie of the Year back in 2019 with the Nebraska Danger. Getting the start today here for Sioux Falls. Handoff for Chavius, going nowhere in a hurry. A convoy of Bucks there. John Williams and Devon Keith both in on the stop. Keith tied first in the IFL in tackles for loss, second in sacks. He burst into the backfield that time, and it'll be 4th down and 4. Sioux Falls head coach Curtis Riggs will keep his offense out there. Armstrong under center. Hard count. Play action to an open Shepard in space, and he spins near the 5-yard line, wrapped up by Hendrick. Shepard with already his 2nd grab of the day and a big one on 4th down. Brandon Shepard, who had a big game, 6 catches for 89 yards against the Bucks several weeks ago, plus a couple of scores, already with 2 catches and a carry. 1st down and goal from the 6. Armstrong across the way to Chavius, and he muscles his way inside the 5 before beating Hendrick and Carter. Low scoring game for both these teams, all things considered. Both these teams average a little over 45 points a game. Bismarck hasn't been able to get much going offensively at all. A turnover on downs and an interception on their 2 drives. Sioux Falls hoping to get in the end zone for the 2nd time today here to close out the 1st quarter. Armstrong fakes the handoff. A little shimmy. And a little bit of power. Did he break the plane? No call, and it seems Armstrong came up just short. It'll be 3rd down and goal. A little bit of trouble there. Shepard running into Armstrong, and it'll be 3rd down and goal. Ball placed inside the 1-yard line. Armstrong's already got 6 rushing touchdowns this season. Did he sneak it in for a 7th? Yes, he did. Sioux Falls coming out guns a-blazing in this first quarter. They lead by a dozen and a chance for one more to end the quarter. 6'1", 215, using all of it to just muscle his way in.
Number 65 and 75
Armstrong with his first touchdown of the game.
eligible.
And Vinatieri, who missed an extra point on the first touchdown, trying to redeem himself. High snap, Brown able to adjust, and Vinatieri knocks it through. Just 9 seconds to go in the fourth.
Media
First,
timeout.
Storm lead, 13-zip at home.
We look forward to serving you here at your local community bank.
Every day we rise, bend, twist, walk, run, doing the things we love. They are simple until they are not. If pain is holding you back from simple tasks like work, playing sports, or spending time with loved ones, West River can help you get the pain relief you need to enjoy the things you love. Take the step to a happier, healthier life by calling us today, or go online to westriverchiro.com. West River Chiropractic, family, wellness, athletics. We are proud to be the official team chiropractor of the Bismarck Bucks.
Turd Burglar, the official sponsor of the Deuce Rule.
Rough start for Bismarck, just 9 seconds to go in the first quarter. They prepare to get the ball back, trailing 13-zip. David Sugarman here, Quebec Sports. So happy you could join us, Bucks, on game 2 of a 3-game road trip, and struggling so far. Sioux Falls just capped off their second touchdown drive. Vinatieri set to kick away to Kerrigan and Hendrick. And it's squibbed. Isaiah Strayhorn picks it up, moves it backwards, but a good job by Bismarck not to get caught off guard. A heads-up play from Strayhorn. And just 4 seconds to go, the Bismarck offense will come back out and have some pretty good starting field position. Starting in Sioux Falls territory at the 23-yard line. And Bismarck will elect to start there and flip the field to start the second quarter.
That's
First
the end of
quarter,
first quarter.
all Sioux Falls Bucks with a football to start the second, though. It's 13-0. Don't go anywhere. You're watching the Bismarck Bucks on that.
Since 1908, H.A. Thompson & Sons has helped thousands of buildings run comfortably through the hottest and coldest weather in North Dakota.
Now, our guaranteed maintenance agreements for heating and cooling systems keep your equipment running efficiently, reducing costs, and providing consistent comfort. Preventive maintenance doesn't cost, it actually saves, and we'll show you how to save money and improve your comfort.
Working together, we'll find ways to help your building and budget with our custom maintenance plans.
Call us today, H.A. Thompson & Sons.
Mattress Firm, the official timeout sponsor of the Bismarck Bucks.
2 drives, 7 yards, 1 interception, and 0 points. That was the first quarter offensively for the Bucks. See what they can do here to start the second. Richard Stameti on his 3rd drive hands it off for Rankin, and his first carry is met by a convoy of Storm. Devontae Jest in there on the stop, the big man from Akron. Kai Smith in there as well. Rankin's first carry of the game, and it'll be 2nd down and long. Stemeti 0 for 4 and an interception in that first quarter. And a similar start to what we saw several weeks ago against Sioux Falls. Bismarck fell behind and never really recovered en route to a 64-28 loss. 9-yard loss on first down. Stemeti to Kerrigan makes up a good chunk of that. Jermaine Robinson in on the tackle. Robinson had that first quarter interception. Back to the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 3rd down and 10. Stemeti's first completion. Maybe that'll get him going. Bucks in need of some momentum offensively. Don't want to give the ball back to a Storm offense that's in a groove and already up 2 scores. 3rd down and 10, need to make it to the Sioux Falls 13. Stemeti was looking for Stokes, and it was picked off by Wofford. And Wofford taken down, and we've got Laundry. That may be a face mask on Bismarck. What a play by Trey Wofford off the deflection. Officials are working out the flag, but it came after the interception. And we've got an injured Storm player down right now, so a lot going on. But if the interception stands, it'll be Stemeti's 2nd of the half. Offense is walking off the field, so whatever the flag is, it won't reverse the pick.
During the return of the interception, personal foul, face mask, Bismarck number 4. That 15-yard penalty enforced in the run. 1st down, Sioux Falls.
So Raheem Harvey called for a face mask. But first, a second look at this interception. First, it was good coverage in the secondary, and Wofford, a great job on the tip drill. I'm not sure where Raheem Harvey came into that play, but regardless, there was a face mask, and now good field position for the Storm. An extra 15 yards. They'll start with a football on their own 24. Back-to-back touchdown drives for Sioux Falls the last 2 times. Handoff, and Keith and Carter in on the stop. Short gain that gets the Storm into Bismarck territory. Storm offense that's well balanced, 4th in the league in yards per game, 2nd in rushing, 10th in passing, but that's because they got a mobile quarterback. Tommy Armstrong showed it off right there inside the 15 and past the sticks. Armstrong came up a little bit gingerly after that last run as he goes to talk to his head coach, Curtis Riggs. Armstrong didn't throw much the last time these two hooked up, just 2 for 3. Both those completions were touchdowns, though. He had 2 rushing touchdowns as well. 1st and 10 from the 14. Armstrong flushed out of the pockets, looking end zone, and he's got his man. Three consecutive touchdown drives for the Storm. Jordan Smith hauls it in his second touchdown of the season. A great adjustment by Smith. And the Storm with a chance to go up 20-0 here early in the second.
65, 75 eligible. 65 and 75 are eligible.
Brown handles the hold, and Vinatieri handles the kick. Bucks in some trouble here early in the second quarter. Storm up 20-0.
Prairie Knights has opened all slot machines for use, and Blackjack is back as well. So come on out, enjoy all your favorite games, and rest assured social distancing protocols are still in place. And right now, get in on the $110,000 Summer Cruisers giveaway. Win cash, comps, and free slot play prizes on Sundays. Or one of our grand prizes, a Can-Am Spider or Ranger pontoon. Get here for the Summer Cruisers giveaway. It's one of the biggest giveaways of the year. Feel lucky tonight.
Our family had problems with hydration, fatigue, and cramping that no product on the market could solve. We knew there had to be a solution, which led us to inventing Cramp Aid. Our elite athletes have reported up to an 80% reduction in water loss when using Cramp Aid compared to other sports drinks. Nature didn't make watercolored, so neither does Cramp Aid. Our products contain all natural flavors and are dye-free. Cramp Aid helps your water take you further.
Sleep Number, your official sleep partner of the Bismarck Bucks.
We welcome you back to Sioux Falls. It's all Storm right now, 20-0 after the third consecutive touchdown. Vinatieri kicks it deep. Hendrick takes it out of the end zone. And he barely gets to the 10-yard line. Great special teams coverage by Marquise Hendricks. And now the Bismarck offense comes back out onto the field. And they have come up empty today. 1 for 5 and 2 interceptions already for Richard Stameti today. The ground game hasn't been much kinder, and boy, do they need a boost offensively now. Coming into this week, head coach Rod Miller said sometimes you need a good butt whooping to learn a point. He thought his team had learned that point a couple weeks ago when they lost by 36 at home to the Sioux Falls Club. So far, that's not the case. From their own 10-yard line. Stameti looking for Stokes, who reaches out, grabs it with the fingertip. He gets up. He doesn't think he was touched. Officials think otherwise. But easily the best play of the day offensively for the Bucks. From their own 10 to the Storm 11. A 29-yard pickup on the first play of the drive for Bismarck. Stokes, who's second in the league in receiving yards and second in yards per catch at over 17 yards a grab, showing why he's a deep play threat right there. And maybe good news for Bismarck. They do have an opportunity to get a first down without getting into the end zone here. It'll be first down and 10 from the 11. Right now, head coach Rod Miller is having a discussion with the officials. Play clock's not even running right now. And we may have a challenge.
There will be no challenge on the play. First down.
So Rod Miller thought about throwing out that challenge flag, maybe to challenge if Stokes was touched or not, to give Bismarck a touchdown, but Miller elects to pick up the flag, and the Bucks have first down and 10 at the 11. First time they've sniffed the end zone today. Stameti in the shotgun, Rankin sidecar left. Stameti on the keeper, and he is walloped. Sioux Falls player went tumbling out of bounds. That was actually Trey Wofford on the hard hit. But a nice pickup for Stameti. Not known for his wheels. Head coach Rod Miller said, we know he's a little bit more of a pocket passer, but he's shown the ability to run when needed. A 5-yard pickup on first down. Second down and 5. Stameti steps up to run again, gets a great block from Rankin, and he trips his way near the goal line. Wofford in on another tackle. He's having a great game, couple of tackles and an interception. Hendricks in on the stop as well. And it's enough for a first down. It'll be first down and goal from the 1. Almost halfway through the second quarter, the Bucks, who average almost 44 points a game, looking to get in the end zone for the first time tonight. Stameti in the shotgun. Pitches out to Rankin, and he runs into the back of his own man, lost a yard or two. This Storm defense has done a good job clogging up the run today. Justin Rankin, who's 6th in the IFL in yards at 225 coming into this one, has 2 carries. Both of them have gone for negative yardage. Second down and goal from the 2 after the 1-yard loss. Stameti under center for the first time in a while. Sweep for Harvey. They love that play, and it shows why. Raheem Harvey into the end zone for the 3rd time this season of the rushing variety, and the Bucks on the scoreboard for the first time tonight. Offensive coordinator Corey Ross loves to use that jet sweep action, and it works to perfection there, and a much-needed score for Bismarck.
51 and 71 are eligible. 51 and 71 eligible.
Cody Barber out for his first extra point today. And it's no good. Cody Barber can't connect on the extra point. However, Bismarck happy to be in the end zone. 2-score ball game here in South Dakota.
Bucks football is presented by these fine sponsors: Aramark, Dakota Community Bank and Trust, Dickinson State University, Torger Sonato Center, Stone Home Brewing Company, and West River Chiropractic. Bucks football is presented by these fine sponsors: Action Motorsports, Bill Barth Ford, Glenn's Welding, H.A. Thompson & Sons, Taco Del Mar, and Veracity Motors. Bet Connect, the official communications provider of the Bismarck Bucks.
6:48 to go in the second quarter. Watching the Bismarck Bucks on Beck. Bismarck trailing 20-6. However, for the first time today, like for Bismarck, a 2-yard run by receiver Raheem Harvey for the first touchdown of the game. And now kicking it off, Jordan Smith with a good return, and the Storm will start inside the Bismarck 20-yard line. Head coach Curtis Riggs didn't give a lot away about his offense coming into this one. They had gone with a 2-quarterback system the last couple weeks, and coming off of last week's loss, when we asked him who he might go with and who might be the definitive starter, he said, we got 3 quarterbacks on the roster. We're just going to go with the guy we think gives us the best chance to win. Tommy Armstrong has been in there from the go today and has played well. 4 for 8, 67 yards, and 1 touchdown through the air. He's also got a touchdown on the ground. He'll be in the shotgun at 1st and 10 on the 19. They give it to Shepard, and Brandon Shepard, who they love to utilize in so many facets of the game, gets inside the 15, down at about the 13-yard line. Shepard with already a couple of catches and a couple of carries. Hendrick with a tackle into the wall. After a stop on the first possession of the game, it's 3 straight touchdowns on the last 3 drives for Sioux Falls. Play action fake. Armstrong, home run ball. And Brandon Shepard had to come out of the end zone to get it. It'll be first down and goal. A good adjustment by Shepard to come back and get this football in a break for Bismarck. Armstrong with a dart that Shepard had to come back and get at the 2. First down and goal. Armstrong, handoff for Shepard. Jackson submarines him in the backfield. Darion Jackson, his 35th tackle of the season. One of the leaders of this Bismarck defense. A big stop there and a 1-yard loss. Second and goal from the 3. Armstrong out to a wide open Chavius, and he waltzes into the end zone, his second score of the game. Nate Chavius already had one on the ground,
13, inside the belt, not mirror.
able to adjust for the catch, and a 3-yard touchdown. Nate Chavius tied 3rd in the league in rushing touchdowns, and he picks up his 2nd receiving touchdown of the season.
65 and 75
4 straight
eligible.
touchdowns
65 and 75 eligible.
for the Storm. Chance to make it a 3-score game. Trouble on the snap. Brown will adjust. And he was looking for Lawrence Martin IV. Would have been the highlight of the young man's career, and he caught that one. Not meant to be, but it is still a Storm 20-point ball game. Lawrence Martin's got to go hear it on the sidelines. We'll take a break.
It's that time of year when you'll save hundreds, even thousands on America's best-selling brands during Mattress Firm's semi-annual clearance sale. While supplies last, save up to 80% on name brand model closeouts like Sealy, Simmons, Serta, and even Stearns & Foster. And with 0 interest financing for up to 5 years, buy America's most recommended bed, Tempur-Pedic, for just $31 a month and get $300 in bonus cash. But hurry, these clearance models won't last long. Shop Mattress Firm's semi-annual clearance sale going on now.
Prairie Nights has opened all slot machines for use, and Blackjack is back as well. So come on out, enjoy all your favorite games, and rest assured social distancing protocols are still in place. And right now, get in on the $110,000 Summer Cruisers giveaway. Win cash, comps, and free slot play prizes on Sundays. Or one of our grand prizes, a Can-Am Spider or Ranger pontoon. Get here for the Summer Cruisers giveaway. It's one of the biggest giveaways of the year. Feel lucky tonight.
Cricket Wireless, the official smile cam of the Bismarck Bucks.
After another touchdown for Sioux Falls, another kickoff. Kerrigan returns it deep out of the back of the end zone, out just shy of the 15-yard line. So the bad news, it's 26-6 Sioux Falls advantage. Bismarck did just get their first touchdown themselves on the last drive offensively. And a little bit of hope here. 3:51 to go. Bismarck has all their timeouts. And in addition to that, they will get the ball to start the second half. So a score here to end the half could give Bismarck the momentum they need. But it's been a struggle offensively. Quarterback Richard Stametti, 2 for 6 and 2 interceptions. They did have a touchdown on their last drive, courtesy of receiver Raheem Harvey. 2-yard rush. First down and 10 from the 13. Stametti on the option. Rankin with running room, and he lost the football at the end of the run. Sioux Falls is on top of it. A turnover on the first play of the drive, their third of the game. Reed Harrison Ducros on the recovery. Rankin normally so secure and so reliable. It's the third turnover of the half for Bismarck. Curtis Rink was upset with how much his team has turned the ball over.
First down, Sioux Falls.
Today, his team has not turned it over, and now they've forced several in this first half, and now the Bucks have to be careful. Already down 20, and head coach Rod Miller has officially thrown the challenge flag to try and see if Rankin was down.
Challenging the ruling of a fumble on the previous play. The play is now under review.
Our first challenge of the game. Rod Miller thought about challenging an earlier call on a JT Stokes potential touchdown, opted to not. And now down 20, a Sioux Falls offense that's been on a roll. He knows his team needs to keep the football and really needs to score on this drive. It was tough to see from this angle if Rankin was down by contact before the ball came out. Keep in mind, the ground cannot force the fumble. So if Rankin hit the ground and then the ball bounced out, that would be down by contact. The question is, was the ball coming out before Rankin hit the turf? If not, it would be a Bucks first down. And they'd be in Storm territory. A second look here. It was Marquise Hendricks who jarred it loose. Difficult to see from that angle. It would be tough to overturn from that angle. It does seem that Rankin's knee may be down. However, remember, it has to be conclusive for the officials to overturn this, meaning without a doubt. A critical call for the Bucks in a half where everything that could go wrong has gone wrong. The Bismarck offense is coming back out onto the field. They may feel confident that they're about to get the football back.
After further review, the runner's knee was down prior to the fumble. The ball be placed at the 24-yard line. First and 10, Bismarck. Bismarck will not be charged a timeout.
So a huge challenge and a successful one for Bismarck. Justin Rankin ruled down by contact. One more look here. And that's the right call by the officials. A difficult call to make live. On replay, that is a great look right there. So instead of a fumble and Sioux Falls getting the ball back, already nursing a 20-point lead, instead Bismarck will get a first down and start things back up at the 24-yard line. 3:20 and counting here in Sioux Falls. And remember, Bismarck gets the ball back to start the third quarter. A score would be critical here to end the half. Play clock already down to 10. Stametti in the shotgun. Gives it to Rankin again. And he is dragged down. That is a great tackle by Cavelis Luckett. Former standout at Middle Tennessee State. Had a cup of coffee with the Ravens as an undrafted free agent. Marquise Hendricks came in there to finish the stop as well. Back to the line of scrimmage. Second down and 10. And Bismarck taking their time. They have no interest in giving Sioux Falls back the football with much time here left in this first half. Stametti with time, checks down for Rankin. And he reaches inside the 20-yard line before being twirled by Hendricks. It'll be third down and 4 upcoming, under 2 minutes to go in this first half. It's been a struggle for Bismarck, but a critical drive here. Bismarck, who came in having not trailed in 8 straight quarters, playing some of their best football of the season, now find themselves in a 20-point hole. 3rd down. Play action. Stemeti in trouble. Able to get it for Rankin. Picks it up off his shoelaces, and he's pushed into the dashboard. We've got a flag, 2 flags in fact, 1 in the area of Stemeti, and another at the far sideline about the 20-yard line. Right now it's a 1st down. However, let's check on the flags.
Defense, number 90 in the neutral zone at the snap. That penalty be declined. Personal foul, roughing the passer, number 41, hands to the face of the quarterback. That penalty enforced, half the distance at the end of the run, 1st down.
So 2 penalties, and the one being enforced will be roughing the passer on Marquise Hendricks, the linebacker who put his hands to the face of quarterback Richard Stemeti. So after a 1st down, then some for Bismarck, and they'll have 1st down and goal. The ball officially spotted at the 5. Stemeti lets it go, and Kerrigan couldn't haul it in. He was hoping for a penalty. Instead, it'll be 2nd down and 4. And that'll bring us to the 1-minute warning.
This will be the 1-minute warning.
Bismarck trailing by 20, but knocking on the door.
Warning. 1-minute timing rules and 1-minute free kick rules are now.
Cricket Wireless, the official smile cam of the Bismarck Bucks. ID Chrysler, the official touchdown sponsor of the game.
Our family had problems with hydration, fatigue, and cramping that no product on the market could solve. We knew there had to be a solution, which led us to inventing Cramp Aid. Our elite athletes have reported up to an 80% reduction in water loss when using Cramp Aid compared to other sports drinks. Nature didn't make watercolored, so neither does Cramp Aid. Our products contain all natural flavors and are dye-free. Cramp Aid helps your water take you further.
One minute to go here in the 1st half in South Dakota. It has been a rough half for the Bismarck Bucks, but a great chance to end it on a high note. Down 26-6, and after a 1st down pass to Rankin plus a roughing the passer penalty, Bismarck is in business. It'll be 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line. The Bucks still holding on to all 3 of their timeouts. Stemeti tried to take it himself, and he was submarined in a hurry. Devontae Jest, one of a few Storm players in there on the action.
This is their 1st charge timeout of the half.
And Sioux Falls will elect to use their 1st timeout of the half. 53 ticks to go. We'll step away.
When no one else is around. Champions get to work. They never rest. Never settle.
Third down and goal from the 7. Stametti out for Kerrigan. Follows his blockers into the promised land. Big touchdown for Bismarck. 7-yard hookup from Stametti to Kerrigan. A good job by Matthew Snow on the outside. Jamal Paxton helping lead the way. And Bismarck with a much-needed touchdown.
Number 51 and 71 are
Kerrigan's
eligible. 51
7th
and 71
touchdown
are
of
eligible.
the year. On the receiving end, that is. 11th total. Barber, who missed his last extra point, knocks this one through. Bismarck down just 2 possessions, 48 seconds to go. Storm getting the football when we come back.
We look forward to serving you here at your local community bank.
Every day we rise, bend, twist, walk, run, doing the things we love. They are simple until they are not. If pain is holding you back from simple tasks like work, playing sports, or spending time with loved ones, West River can help you get the pain relief you need to enjoy the things you love. Take the step to a happier, healthier life by calling us today, or go online to westriverchiro.com. West River Chiropractic, family, wellness, athletics. We are proud to be the official team chiropractor of the Bismarck Bucks.
Turd Burglar, the official sponsor of the Deuce Rule.
A Bismarck drive that started off with a lost fumble, followed by a challenge. Bucks get the football back, march down the field, and they find receiver Mike Kerrigan for a 7-yard touchdown to cut the Storm lead to 13. Closest that Bucks have been in a while, and now they kick the football back. Barber with a short pop kick. Chavius picks it up inside the 5. Breaks it out towards the sideline. He's already taken 2 back to the house. He stopped short of the end zone, but with 40 seconds and 2 timeouts, the Storm have a chance to tack on 1 more before going into the locker room. Chavius, one of the most dangerous return men in the IFL, 3rd in the league in return yardage per game. Great vision, great speed. Hendrick and Harvey combined on the stop. And it'll be first down and goal from the 10 on the very first play of the drive. Armstrong, 6 for 10, already 2 scores. Hands it off for Shepard. He's blown up. Bismarck has sniffed out that play. Storm have gone to the jet sweep several times. Darion Jackson was there.
Timeout, Bismarck.
Bismarck will elect to use their first timeout of the half. 31 ticks left in the first half. We'll step away for just a moment.
34 seconds on the game clock. 34 seconds.
Since 1908, H.A. Thompson & Sons has helped thousands of buildings run comfortably through the hottest and coldest weather in North Dakota.
Now, our guaranteed maintenance agreements for heating and cooling systems keep your equipment running efficiently, reducing costs, and providing consistent comfort. Preventive maintenance doesn't cost, it actually saves, and we'll show you how to save money and improve your comfort.
Working together, we'll find ways to help your building and budget with our custom maintenance plans.
Call us today, H.A. Thompson & Sons.
After a 1-yard loss to start the drive, it'll be second down and goal from the 11. The officials just added 3 seconds to the clock. So Rod Miller hoping to get 1 more drive. Calling a timeout there. And his team still on defense. Second down and goal from the 11. Storm offense that was stopped on their first drive of the game haven't been stopped since. 4 consecutive touchdowns. Armstrong dials one up, and he finds a fan with some good hands in the second row. It'll be 3rd down and goal from the 11. Clock stopped with exactly 30 seconds to go. Armstrong, who didn't play the first couple weeks of the season, been going back and forth with Lorenzo Brown Jr. for the starting quarterback job. He got the start today, and he's been in there the entire time. 6 for 11 for 81 yards, 2 touchdowns through the air. He's also got 1 on the ground. And now a whistle before the play.
Timeout, Sioux Falls. This is their second charge. Timeout of the half.
Curtis Riggs wants to make sure his team has the right play. Sioux Falls uses their second timeout.
Mattress Firm, the official timeout sponsor of the Bismarck Bucks.
30 seconds to go in the first half. Sioux Falls head coach Curtis Riggs uses his second timeout. Trying to draw up the right play here on 3rd and goal from the 11. Armstrong under pressure. And good coverage. Keontae Cadeau got a hand on it. And now it's 4th down and goal from the 11. A great stand from the Bismarck defense. And the Storm will bring out kicker Chase Vinatieri after a great return by Chavius. A drive that started with 1st and goal at the 10, ends with 4th and goal at the 11. And Sioux Falls will hope to tack on 3.
Number 65 and 75 are eligible. 65, 75 eligible.
Last time there was a kick, it was an extra point with a bad snap that Brown had to try and make something out of. No problems on the snap this time, and Vinatieri puts it through the uprights, tacks on 3 more. Bismarck bends but doesn't break. 26 seconds, and they'll get the ball back.
Prairie Nights has opened all slot machines for use, and blackjack is back as well. So come on out, enjoy all your favorite games, and rest assured social distancing protocols are still in place. And right now, get in on the $110,000 Summer Cruisers giveaway. Win cash, comps, and free slot play prizes on Sundays. Or one of our grand prizes, a Can-Am Spider or Ranger pontoon. Get here for the Summer Cruisers giveaway. It's one of the biggest giveaways of the year. Feel lucky tonight.
Our family had problems with hydration, fatigue, and cramping that no product on the market could solve. We knew there had to be a solution, which led us to inventing Cramp Aid. Our elite athletes have reported up to an 80% reduction in water loss when using Cramp Aid compared to other sports drinks. Nature didn't make water colored, so neither does Cramp Aid. Our products contain all natural flavors and are dye-free. Cramp Aid helps your water take you further.
Sleep Number, your official sleep partner of the Bismarck Bucks.
26 seconds, Bismarck will get the football back, down 16. Kerrigan trouble in the end zone, and he's lucky he got out of there. Hendricks spun him like a top. Good job by Kerrigan to recover to just get out of the end zone. Otherwise it would have been a rouge and 1 extra point for Sioux Falls. Bismarck doesn't need any more of a hole. So Bismarck has 2 timeouts in 25 seconds. Rod Miller elected to use one of his timeouts on the last Sioux Falls drive. He wanted his offense to get 1 more crack at it. It's been a struggle. However, touchdowns on the last 2 drives for Bismarck. A 7-yard touchdown pass to Mike Kerrigan and a 2-yard run from receiver Raheem Harvey. It'll be 1st down, starting at their own 2-yard line. It's been a struggle for Richard Stametti. 5 for 10 with 2 interceptions. Plenty of time on 1st down. And he throws a dart to JT Stokes at the 15. Remember, in the final minute, clocks will stop on a first down until the ball is set. And it seems that there may have been a Bismarck timeout.
Their second charge timeout of the half.
And that's exactly what there is. 18 seconds to go. So 18 seconds to go. Bismarck will get the football back, coming out to start the third quarter. So the question is, can they get a score here? Stemeti's been better as this half has gone on. Was 0 for 4 to start, is now 6 for 11. So he's completed 6 out of his last 7 passes. Granted, that one incompletion was an interception. However, Stokes makes his first grab of the game. It's a first down, 1st and 10 for the 15. Lots of movement at the line and a whole lot of laundry.
Offside, defense, number 90 with contact. 5-yard penalty, remains first down.
So the Storm tagged with a 5-yarder. So now it'll be first down and 5 from the 20, a couple extra yards. No time comes off the clock. It's a Storm team that doesn't make a lot of mistakes in the penalty department. 41.2 yards per game. That's second least in the IFL. See if Bucks can take advantage of the mistake. They've got 18 seconds, 1 timeout. Play action. Stemeti steps up, hits Harvey across the middle. He spins out of 1 tackle and lands into the arms of Wofford at the 15. 11 seconds to go, and Bismarck will use their 3rd and final timeout. Bucks trying to get one more score before the half. Stemeti with a nice job here under pressure, but able to get it out for Harvey. So head coach Rod Miller doing an offensive coordinator, Corey Ross, a nice job managing the clock right now. 11 seconds to go. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 15. Harvey, who had a nice game a couple weeks ago against Sioux Falls, 2 catches for 40 yards. Also carried the ball once for 5 yards. Just made his first catch of the game. He's also got a rushing touchdown so far. The Bucks, who have trailed by as many as 20. Chance to cut the lead to single digits. 11 seconds, no timeouts left for Bismarck. Stemeti to the sidelines for Rankin, and a good job by Rankin to give himself up quickly and stop the clock. Almost always a running clock in the IFL unless we're under the 1-minute mark. And so now 6 seconds to go. Bismarck with 1, maybe 2 shots if they're quick to the end zone. The Bucks all out of timeouts. Already just 5 seconds on the play clock. Bucks hurry to the line. Just 1 second. Stemeti, keeper. And he hustles his way inside the 5-yard line, and that's how the first half will end, though. Richard Stemeti tucked and run, got a good chunk, but not enough. And the Bucks come up short to end the half. They'll start the third quarter with the football. However, it'll be in a 16-point hole at the half. Sioux Falls 29, Bismarck 13. We'll come back for the halftime show in just a few. You're watching the Bismarck Bucks on Bet.
What I enjoy most about working with ID is the team that we've built. I love the people that I work with. We spend a lot of time in this building, so the people in this building have become my family. We hang out at work, we hang out outside of work, and it's a great family atmosphere here, and that's what I enjoy the most. If you're not doing something that you enjoy doing, then don't do it at all.
It's that time of year when you'll save hundreds, even thousands on America's best-selling brands during Mattress Firm's semi-annual clearance sale. While supplies last, save up to 80% on name brand model closeouts like Sealy, Simmons, Serta, and even Stearns & Foster. And with zero interest financing for up to 5 years, buy America's most recommended bed, Tempur-Pedic, for just $31 a month and get $300 in bonus cash. But hurry, these clearance models won't last long. Shop Mattress Firm's semi-annual clearance sale going on now.
When no one else is around. Champions get to work. They never rest. Never settle.
Welcome back to the show, everybody. At most family dinner tables, being a professional athlete would probably make you the star. However, for Bucks defensive lineman Ben Moa, there's a little extra competition. Moa's younger brother, David, spent this past NFL season on the New York Giants practice squad. The two briefly played together at Kearney High School in San Diego before Ben went on to play at Grossmont College, while David played at Boise State. Moa says although they may have not grown up with much, they had the most important things. Strong values, a family to teach those values, and of course, a few barbells.
Growing up poor, we didn't know we were poor. We thought we had the best, everything, because our parents, they took care of us really well. We had a strict schedule. We would literally just move our couches to the side, and we'll keep our weight benches on in the corner in our room, and then we'll wake up around 5 in the morning and then set everything up, and we'll lift till 6:30, get ready for school, then go to school. So it was tough, but it was a great lesson to learn, especially from my father, growing up.
Since being traded from Northern Arizona earlier this season, Moa has already made his mark with the Bucks, collecting 8 tackles, 1 sack, and a fumble recovery in just 3 games. With the fire to make it to the NFL still well lit, the thought of a Moa-on-Moa matchup brings a smile and the brotherly boasting right to the surface.
That'd be perfect. I'm definitely going to be talking smack. That's that competitive side of, as brothers. But, I just love to do it. I love his journey. And in some cases where I sit here and then I want to give up sometimes, I look at what he's done and it just drives me to, do better and just to stay straight and just keep going.
2 talented brothers, and the football pedigree doesn't just stop there. Moa also has cousins who play for the Seattle Seahawks and the Arizona Cardinals. Can't wait to see what that family does going forward.
West River Chiropractic, the sponsor of the second half adjustments. ID Chrysler, the official touchdown sponsor of the game. Back Connect, the official replay sponsor of the Bismarck Bucks.
When no one else is around. Champions get to work. They never rest. Never settle.
Bucks football is presented by these fine sponsors: Aramark, Dakota Community Bank and Trust, Dickinson State University, Torgerson Auto Center, Stone Home Brewing Company, and West River Chiropractic. Bucks football is presented by these fine sponsors: Action Motorsports, Bill Barth Ford, Glenn's Welding, H.A. Thompson & Sons, Taco Del Mar, and Veracity Motors. Bucks football is presented by these fine sponsors: Pooh Hot Mongolian Grill, Jiffy Lube, Hawk Tree Golf Course, Moss Adams, Premier Property, and Shields. Bucks football is presented by these fine sponsors: Bank Communications Cooperative, Shields, Pure Country, Runnings Farm and Fleet, Taco Del Mar, Cluton Property Management.
May is National Beef Month, and what better time to explain where the different cuts of beef come from? We are in grilling season, and knowing your way around cuts of beef can be useful when choosing a cut of meat. National Beef Month is a time to thank cattlemen that work tirelessly to keep meat on our tables and keep our ag economy strong. We are proud to recognize, celebrate, and support all those hardworking men and women. A big thank you from Dakota Community Bank and Trust.
Cluton Properties, the official housing sponsor of the Bismarck Bucks.
We welcome you on to the Farmers Union Insurance Halftime Report. Bismarck with a burst in that second quarter, but a rough first half, and they trail 29-13. Let's check out the first half highlights. First, it was running back Nate Chavius getting going on a 15-yard touchdown run, his first of 2 touchdowns in that first half. Offensively, it was a struggle for Bismarck early on. Richard Stametti, his first interception of the half. Jermaine Robinson coming through to pick off that one. Storm did a nice job defensively, and off of that turnover, later up 12-0. Tommy Armstrong, quarterback, powered his way into the end zone. It was a nice half for Armstrong. Later, Stametti, some great coverage defensively, and have to give a tip of the cap to Trey Wofford. It was Micah Eugene on the coverage, Wofford with the interception. It was a face mask by Harvey on that play that gave the Storm even better field position. They took advantage. Armstrong on the move, dropped it right in the bucket for Jordan Smith. Had to just a little bit, but Smith able to haul it in, and it was 20-0 Sioux Falls at that point. But here comes Bismarck. Raheem Harvey with a 2-yard touchdown on the jet sweep to get things going for the Bucks. 20-6 at that point. Storm continued to excel offensively though. 26-6 after the fine for Chavius. Nice job to adjust by Chavius. Armstrong's second passing touchdown of the half. Later, Stametti finds Kerrigan. Good blocking on the outside by Matthew Snow. And Mike Kerrigan got into the end zone to cut it to 26-13. A late field goal by Sioux Falls made it 29-13 at the break. Taking a look at your first half stats, the yards only favor Sioux Falls by 5, 127-122. Bismarck actually outgaining Sioux Falls in the passing yards category. The big issue right now, though, is the turnover department. 2 turnovers, 13 points off those turnovers for Sioux Falls. And Bismarck struggling in that first half from a penalty standpoint. 4 penalties in that first half, and Sioux Falls took advantage of a few of them. Glass half full though, Bismarck will get the football back to start the third quarter, and they were much better after being shut out offensively in the first, put up 13 in that second quarter. See what they can do coming out of the locker room. Just want to give a special thanks to the production crew at Sioux Falls here at Denny Sanford Premier Center. They've done a fabulous job helping us here at Beck set things up. We had a wonderful time getting things in motion yesterday, and a just extremely helpful crew getting things in motion so we could bring you this broadcast tonight here on Beck. Right now, it's Sioux Falls 29, Bismarck 13. We'll take a break, come back in a few minutes with the start of the third quarter. You're watching Bismarck Bucks football.
Our family had problems with hydration, fatigue, and cramping that no product on the market could solve. We knew there had to be a solution, which led us to inventing Cramp Aid. Our elite athletes have reported up to an 80% reduction in water loss when using Cramp Aid compared to other sports drinks. Nature didn't make water colored, so neither does Cramp Aid. Our products contain all natural flavors and are dye-free. Cramp Aid helps your water take you further.
May is National Beef Month, and what better time to explain where the different cuts of beef come from? We are in grilling season, and knowing your way around cuts of beef can be useful when choosing a cut of meat. National Beef Month is a time to thank cattlemen that work tirelessly to keep meat on our tables and keep our ag economy strong. We are proud to recognize, celebrate, and support all those hardworking men and women. A big thank you from Dakota Community Bank and Trust.
Every day we rise, bend, twist, walk, run, doing the things we love. They are simple until they are not. If pain is holding you back from simple tasks like work, playing sports, or spending time with loved ones, West River can help you get the pain relief you need to enjoy the things you love. Take the step to a happier, healthier life by calling us today, or go online to westriverchiro.com. West River Chiropractic, family, wellness, athletics. We are proud to be the official team chiropractor of the Bismarck Bucks.
Since 1908, H.A. Thompson & Sons has helped thousands of buildings run comfortably through the hottest and coldest weather in North Dakota.
Now, our guaranteed maintenance agreements for heating and cooling systems keep your equipment running efficiently, reducing costs, and providing consistent comfort. Preventive maintenance doesn't cost, it actually saves, and we'll show you how to save money and improve your comfort.
Working together, we'll find ways to help your building and budget with our custom maintenance plans.
Call us today, H.A. Thompson & Sons.
Welcome back, everybody. It's time for Hurry Up Offense. This week, we've got the pleasure of being joined by offensive line coach for the Bismarck Bucks, Billy Jarvis. Coach, we're going to get to know you a little bit, some rapid-fire questions, as many as we can fit in, headed down to the other end zone. You ready to rock and roll, sir?
Yes, sir.
Let's
Yes,
do this,
sir.
young man. First things first, favorite movie?
Oh, wow, favorite movie. That's a tough one. I like Westerns. Outlaw Josie Wales.
I can't even say I know that one.
It's Clint Eastwood movie. If it's got Clint Eastwood in it, I'm old, so it's a good movie to me.
I like that. Favorite IFL city to visit other than Bismarck?
Oh, other than Bismarck? Oh, wow, that is a good question. I've been to Quad City, so that's not a bad place.
Hometown?
Richmond, Virginia.
What's your favorite part about Richmond?
Oh, just we have four seasons, change of the weather and everything. So get a little bit of winter and get a lot of spring and summer.
What would you be doing if you weren't coaching football?
Oh, wow, if I wasn't coaching football, I'd be at home doing the laundry and washing the dishes and keeping the house clean for my wife and taking care of the dogs.
You know how to keep everybody happy.
Well, that's right. I've been married 41 years, so I know I do what I'm told.
You sound like you're going to make it to 42. Last, but certainly not least, what is your favorite part about coaching in the IFL? What makes the IFL unique?
Oh, well, number one, it's indoors, and you can really concentrate for an offensive line coach. You can spend a whole lot of time on technique instead of having a whole bunch of plays due to the fact you only have 8 players. Outdoor ball you have 11, and so you concentrate a lot of times on making more plays. And so here you can really focus on offensive linemen's technique, their stance, which foot they're kicking with, where their hands are, and hand placement, and keeping their head up and stuff like that. So it's something that you do every day. In an outdoor ball, you kind of lose that after the first part of the season because you're always concentrating, hey, can we run this play or that play, that type thing.
This has been another incredible Hurry Up Offense. Special thanks to offensive line coach Billy Jarvis for joining us. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you. Y'all have a great day.
Prairie Knights has opened all slot machines for use, and Blackjack is back as well. So come on out, enjoy all your favorite games, and rest assured social distancing protocols are still in place. And right now, get in on the $110,000 Summer Cruisers giveaway. Win cash, comps, and free slot play prizes on Sundays, or one of our grand prizes, a Can-Am Spider or Ranger pontoon. Get here for the Summer Cruisers giveaway. It's one of the biggest giveaways of the year. Feel lucky tonight.
When no one else is around. Champions get to work. They never rest. Never settle.
Turd Burglar, the official sponsor of the Deuce Rule. Missouri Valley YMCA, your official workout facility of the Bismarck Bucks. Bucks football is presented by these fine sponsors: Aramark, Dakota Community Bank and Trust, Dickinson State University, Torger-Sonato Center, Stone Home Brewing Company, and West River Chiropractic.
Poem Design is your shop for specialized and meaningful home decor. Nothing makes a house a home like personalized designs that celebrate your milestones and tells your family's unique story. Check out our e-commerce site to find signs, photo prints, and much more. Let Poem's cutting-edge technology create unique products to help you add your personal touch to any space. Visit poemdesign.net to shop our catalog today.
Bucks football is presented by these fine sponsors: Action Motorsports, Bill Barth Ford, Glenn's Welding, H.A. Thompson & Sons, Taco Del Mar, and Veracity Motors. Bucks football is presented by these fine sponsors: Hoo Hot Mongolian Grill, Jiffy Lube, Hawk Tree Golf Course, Moss Adams, Premier Property, and Shields. Bucks football is presented by these fine sponsors: Bank Communications Cooperative, Shields, Pure Country, Runnings Farm and Fleet, Taco Del Mar, Gluten Property Management.
Today's game on Beck is brought to you by Farmers Union Insurance, Dakota Community Bank, West Dakota Chevy Dealers, Bell Bank, BASF, and Beck. We welcome you back to Sioux Falls, South Dakota, where the Storm, losers of 2 straight, are dominating the winners of 2 straight, the Bismarck Bucks. Tables have turned here after a rough first half for Bismarck. They trailed by as many as 20. It was 20-0 Sioux Falls, in fact. However, the Bismarck offense picked things up in that second quarter, able to trim the lead to 16 going into the locker room, and they will get the football coming back out. David Sugarman here from Beck Sports. So happy you could join us here tonight at the Denny Sanford Premier Center. Big thanks to our production crew today, getting a helping hand from the wonderful people here in Sioux Falls, as well as our director back in the studio, one Mr. Ryan Bradley. So Bismarck will get the football back despite being down 16. Offensively, it wasn't a bad half for Bismarck, only outgained by 5 yards, 127 to 122. The big bugaboo, 2 turnovers for the Bucks, both Richard Stametti interceptions in that first half. Let's see what Stametti can do. He's the man officially in charge now, with quarterback Glenn Couillette, who had been the starter for a while, was hurt and then left the team this week for Frankfurt Universe to go play in Germany, his second time going to play for a team in Germany after playing for the Dresden Monarchs. So Stametti, after 6 touchdowns to just 1 interception last week, an up and down first half, 1 touchdown and 2 interceptions, but a chance to start the third quarter on a high note, going to get the football back. Bismarck was driving to end the third quarter, came up just short on a Stametti run that brought them near the goal line to end the half. Chase Vinatieri will kick things off. Mike Kerrigan and Zarel Hendrick back to return for Bismarck. Bismarck trying to win their third straight for the first time this season, and hoping to avenge a 36-point loss to Sioux Falls a couple weeks ago. They were down 28 at halftime in that one, down 16 here. Kerrigan returns it deep into the end zone. He bursts past the 10, gets past Hendricks, and a good return wrapped up by the kicker, Vinatieri. Making his uncle, Adam Vinatieri, proud. He's got the leg and some pretty good form on that tackle. However, it'll be nice starting field position right about midfield for Bismarck, as Richard Stametti and the offense will come back out. Stametti, who's thrown 10 touchdowns this season, 6 of them were last week, 8 of them were in the last 2 games coming into today. They need a stronger second half out of him. Let's see what he gives them. It'll be first down at 10, starting from their own 24-yard line. Stametti on the fake, home run ball to start the half, and it's picked off in the end zone. Harrison Ducrow's there. Stametti's 3rd interception of the half. A nightmare start for Bismarck. Looking for Raheem Harvey in the end zone. Instead, it's Ducrow's. And now Sioux Falls, just 32 seconds into the half, will get the football right back. A nightmarish start for Bismarck, and now their defense needs to come up with a stop. Tommy Armstrong was 0 for 3 on his first drive. However, a strong first half after that, 6 for 12 and 2 touchdowns through the air, 1 on the ground, as Brandon Shepard is taken down. They've run Shepard a couple of times. Bismarck's able to sniff out that sweep play, but the Bucks, or rather the Storm, have stuck with it. Malik Duncan in on the stop. Short gain, second down and 8 from the 7. Armstrong by himself in the shotgun. Screen out for Chavius. Lots of real estate for the speedster. Ball comes out, but he was knocked into the dashboard. That's out of bounds. And the refs picking up the pieces of the wall right now. A couple of fans helping out on the wall as well. So Nate Chavius has done a little bit of everything today. Leads the IFL with 158 yards per game all-purpose wise. We do have a flag on the play. Chavius has had a big kickoff return, a receiving touchdown, a rushing touchdown, and a nice screen grab there. However, this play may be coming back.
After the catch, holding, offense number 81. That penalty enforced half the distance from the spot of the foul. Replay, second down.
So a holding penalty on the outside on receiver Brandon Shepard. So it'll be half the distance to the goal, and they'll repeat second down. So instead of a first down for Chavius, things will come back. Second down and 7. Armstrong, lots of time to dial one up. Finds his man, Damian Ford, down the sideline and pushed into the dashboard inside the 10. However, another flag. Flag came out just as Armstrong was cocking back.
Legal defense, number 91, not in the stance at the snap. That penalty declined. Result of play, first down.
Penalty was on Bismarck, but it's declined. And so a big grab from the Sioux Falls 7. Down to the Bismarck 8. A 41-yard pickup. High snap. Armstrong adjusts, dials up the end zone. Too high for Shepard. It'll be second down and goal. Bismarck in big need of a stop. They were able to hold the Storm to 3 down near the goal line to end the half. Back in the second quarter, they could use some of that right here. Armstrong for the third straight play, no protection in the shotgun. They fake it across the way, darts up the middle, dashes into the end zone for 6 more. Armstrong with his second rushing touchdown of the game, and the Storm take their largest lead. After Stametti throws his third interception of the game on the very first play from scrimmage to start the half, the Storm take advantage. A 41-yard pass to Damian Ford to put them in business, and an 8-yard rushing touchdown to cap off the drive. Vinatieri out to try the extra point. Good job by Brown to hold down the high snap. And Vinatieri swings it through the uprights. 36-13, Storm firmly in command here at home.
We look forward to serving you here at your local community bank.
Back Connect, the official replay sponsor of the Bismarck Bucks. Cluton Properties, the official housing sponsor of the Bismarck Bucks.
11:31 left here in the third quarter. 36-13 Sioux Falls, a dream start to the third quarter for the Storm. An interception defensively, a touchdown offensively. Mike Kerrigan picks it up, gets past the 20-yard line, and gets just past midfield before he's taken down. Bismarck got the football to start the half. One play, and Richard Stametti threw his third interception of the game. Had just 4 interceptions on the season coming into this one. Coming off his best game of the season, it's been a struggle for Stametti today. Still plenty of time left in this one. If you know anything about the IFL, they can score points in a hurry. And Bismarck certainly needs to do that. Credit to the Sioux Falls team. They were called out by their head coach, Curtis Riggs, after 2 straight losses. What did he learn about his team? He said, I learned we're not very resilient. Message received. Handoff for Stokes on the outside. And Stokes zooms towards the 20 before he's upended and able to churn his legs to about the 17-yard line. Head coach Curtis Riggs seemingly never satisfied, elected into the Hall of Fame this past season, leads the IFL with 243 wins and 18 seasons at the helm of the Storm, including 11 championships. They've been in the last 10 United Bowls, won 7 of them. They've never been 500 or below this late into a season. Handoff for Rankin, and he is spun down. Luckett with another big tackle. Luckett's been in the backfield a couple of times today, and the Bucks have just not been able to get Justin Rankin going today. It'll be 3rd down and 7. That's the 3rd carry for negative yardage today for Rankin. Officials spot 3rd and 6. Bucks need to get to the 14. Stameti was looking for Stokes. Stokes is irate. He wanted a call. It was Jermaine Robinson in coverage, and now it'll be 4th down and goal from the 6. Bucks haven't had to go for it on 4th down much this season. Just 9 attempts. They've converted 4 of them. But down 23, they'll keep the offense out there now for try number 10. 4th and 6 from the Sioux Falls 20. Good block by Rankin. Stameti rolls out. Home run ball. And a good effort in the back of the end zone, and a couple of players went flying over. JT Stokes gave it all he had. Was a little bit high. And Sioux Falls will get the football back. This has been an impressive defensive performance from the Storm. Maybe only rivaled by how good the offense has been. Stameti had to get rid of it. Took a shot at the end of the play. We've seen Stokes make spectacular catches like that before. Not meant to be tonight. And Sioux Falls will get the football back. Up 23. Bismarck came up with a stop to start the first half on the very first drive. Since then, Sioux Falls offense is cruise, an offense that scores more than 46 a night, second best in the IFL, already 36 here early in the 3rd. Play action all day for Armstrong. Looking deep. Shepard somehow hauled it in. Godot was draped all over him, and Godot took exception to Shepard gloating. And we've got lots of flags, and now the officials just trying to break things up. It was a great catch by Brandon Shepard, and he felt the need to let Keontae Godot know about it. And another late flag just came in. Meanwhile, Brandon Shepard still dancing towards the sideline right now. The officials just trying to make sure this doesn't get out of hand. A good job by them breaking this skirmish up early, and now they've got a lot to sort out. It was Brandon Shepard who made an incredible grab, to his credit, and then stayed on top of Keontae Godot for an extra few seconds, and Godot didn't like that one bit. And we just had another flag thrown now. Head coach Curtis Riggs was out there arguing with the officials. Don't know if that was on him. And now Rod Miller is upset because Lawrence Martin, the lineman for the Sioux Falls Storm, just kicked the flag across the field. Rod Miller pointed at it, trying to get the officials' attention. There are a lot of unhappy campers right now. So here's exactly what happened. Shepard made the grab, and you can see here, he takes his time, to say the least, getting off of Godot. And this is where things really started. Godot reached out and grabbed the face mask of Shepard.
After the play is over with, we have multiple fouls on both teams. Dead ball, unsportsmanlike on Sioux Falls, number 65. Dead ball, number 65. That is his second. Number 65 will be disqualified from the game. The head coach also has an unsportsmanlike. Sioux Falls has lost their sideline privileges for the rest of the game. Dead ball, unsportsmanlike on Bismarck. Number 13. And number 50. Number 50 left the bench area. The players for Bismarck, this is their first unsportsmanlike of the game towards disqualification. The players other than number 65 for Sioux Falls, that is also their first unsportsmanlike towards disqualification. All those penalties offset, first down.
So after all that, not quite much to do about nothing. The penalty's offset, and it'll be exactly where the ball would have been. However, Lawrence Martin IV is ejected from the game for Sioux Falls for his second unsportsmanlike penalty. Curtis Riggs and the Storm lose sideline privileges, so they can't quite be as close as they would have liked. And then on the Bucks side of things, Keontae Godot and Lawrence Omalayo both called for penalties. Unsportsmanlike conduct. Each of those is their first of the game. If they get a second, they're ejected. And now the officials are talking with head coach Curtis Riggs for the Storm, and he's irate, but they're essentially escorting him off the sideline. Normally coaches in the IFL will pretty much hang out on the field. And if we understand correctly, he's going to have to coach the rest of the game with his players on from the bench, which is essentially behind the end zone in the corner. And that's exactly what he'll do. After all that, it is first down and goal from the Storm. 4 penalties, unsportsmanlike conduct penalties, an ejection, a partridge, and a pear tree. First down and goal. Armstrong with all sorts of time. Jackson couldn't quite bring him down. Interception in the end zone. Hendrick picks it off. And the boost Bismarck needed after all that. Zurel Hendrick, his second interception of the season in a big spot for the Bucks. Great pressure from Bismarck. There were 3 black jerseys in the area, not a smart throw from Armstrong. And still in a 23-point hole, but now let's see what Bismarck can do after they force their first turnover of the night. It'll be first down and 10 from the 7. On the option, the flick to Rankin goes nowhere. Wofford in on the stop. This is a secondary that loves to swarm to the football. Coach Riggs said as the season's gone on, they've wanted to get taller and more athletic. This is a veteran group that's done that. They've added a few guys, and he feels they've got one of the more talented groups in the league. They've shown it today. 3 interceptions, and they've been in the backfield on multiple occasions. A 4-yard loss on first down. Stametti all day. Aims an arrow for Stokes. He gets past the chains out to the 15-yard line. Stokes with his second grab of the game. Bismarck trying to get some juice offensively, get the score in this third quarter. Just forced their first turnover. Stametti. It'll be third down and 3, beg your pardon. Finds Stokes again, right through his hands. However, there is a flag.
Legal defense, number 56, defensive end lined up wider than the guard's shoulder. 5-yard penalty for the previous spot. That results in a first down.
So Kai Smith was outside the alley, lined up illegally for the Storm, and so the Bucks gifted a first down there. And so it'll be first down and 10 for Bismarck at the 20. Coming up on the 6-minute mark of this third quarter. Rankin in the backfield. Instead they go the other way. Kerrigan, trouble on the handoff. Wofford with a hit stick. 4 yards for Kerrigan, but Wofford with a huge hit. Seen that for both teams. A little bit of trouble sometimes on that jet sweep style play. It is a 4-yard pickup for Kerrigan. Second and 6 from the 24. They have Rankin at the bottom of your screen coming across. Takes the handoff. Up the middle, fighting for extra yardage. Past the chains, and then a couple more down to the 15. And they marked it at the 16. A 10-yard pickup for Justin Rankin. And Bismarck taking their time. They're just trying to get something going offensively right now. Rankin, 6 carries for 13 yards today. Play action. Stameti in trouble. Kai Smith have himself a sack lunch. 6'3", 260. Wrapped up Stameti and made it hurt. A 9-yard loss. This is a Storm defense that has surrendered 50 or more points the last 2 weeks. 50 in the loss to Spokane, 57 last week in the loss to Iowa. They have brought their A game today. They picked off Stameti 3 times, and they've held a Bucks offense that's been on a roll to just 13 so far. Second and long. Stameti steps up, dials one up for Harvey. A first down and then some, actually right near the sticks. Should be just short, let's see. And it'll be third down, so they go from second down and 19 to third and very manageable. Third and 3, a 16-yard pickup. Harvey, 4th in the IFL in receiving yards, 4th in touchdowns, 4th in receptions as well. See if they go to him at the goal line. He's at the top of your screen. Stameti dumps off for Rankin, and an easy score for him. Justin Rankin into the end zone with his 4th receiving touchdown of the year, and the Bucks with a much-needed score. Seeing Rankin excel coming out of the backfield and catching passes this season. So Rankin in the end zone for the first time today. And the Bucks will stay out on the field with the offense to try and tack on 2 more. Cut this to a 15-point lead here at the tail end of the third. Stameti in the shotgun, Rankin on his left. Stameti plenty of time. Bullet for Kerrigan. In and out of his hands. He took a shot from Marquise Hendricks after the fact. 2:01 to go in the third quarter. 17-point lead. Bucks able to trim it.
Bucks football is presented by these fine sponsors: Blue Hot Mongolian Grill, Jiffy Lube, Hawk Tree Golf Course, Moss Adams, Premier Property, and Shields. Bucks football is presented by these fine sponsors: Bank Communications Cooperative, Shields, Pure Country, Runnings Farm and Fleet, Taco Del Bar, Gluten Property Management.
May is National Beef Month, and what better time to explain where the different cuts of beef come from. We are in grilling season, and knowing your way around cuts of beef can be useful when choosing a cut of meat. National Beef Month is a time to thank cattlemen that work tirelessly to keep meat on our tables and keep our ag economy strong. We are proud to recognize, celebrate, and support all those hardworking men and women. A big thank you from Dakota Community Bank and Trust.
Missouri Valley YMCA, your official workout facility of the Bismarck Bucks.
Today's game on Beck is brought to you by Farmers Union Insurance, Dakota Community Bank, BASF, and of course, Beck. David Sugarman here for Beck Sports. 2:01 to go in the third quarter. Bismarck able to find Justin Rankin. They don't get the 2-point conversion. However, Rankin hauls in a touchdown, and the lead is trimmed down to 17. Bismarck defense has struggled today. However, they did intercept Tommy Armstrong in the end zone on the last Sioux Falls drive, which was a convoluted one. 4 unsportsmanlike conduct penalties on one play after Brandon Shepard was awfully braggadocious on a big catch against Keontae Godot. Barber lets it loose. Chavius been dangerous in the return game today. This time they're able to stop him just past the 20-yard line. Trey Harvey on the stop. Going back to that last drive. 4 unsportsmanlike conduct penalties. Lawrence Martin IV, offensive lineman for the Storm, was ejected on his second unsportsmanlike of the game. And Curtis Riggs, head coach, was also called for an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. Lost his sideline privileges, so he's actually not allowed on the field the rest of the game, which you often see for head coaches in the IFL. And we have our first quarterback change of the game. After the interception from Tommy Armstrong, they go with Lorenzo Brown Jr. for the first time today. The veteran, been with the Storm since 2010. First play, hands off for Jordan Smith. Good job following his blocks, and he makes it inside the 20-yard line. 12-yard pickup for the Tennessee Tech product. Smith, whose older brother, Josh, also played at Tennessee Tech. A family of athletes. His uncle Cordell Smith, a football player at Northern Illinois. His father, a baseball player. Maybe watching the College World Series this evening along with the Storm. His dad, Melvin, played baseball at Tennessee. A minute to go in the third quarter. Brown hands off for Chavius, who submarined quickly. Keith in the backfield. So Lorenzo Brown Jr., who's been trading snaps with Tommy Armstrong all season. 6th in the IFL in passing yards this season, though. Has been with the Storm since 2010 and has won 3 United Bowls. You don't often see players stick around in the IFL for this long, but he is 33 years old. On 2nd and 12, trouble on the snap, recovered by the Bucks. However, a couple of flags flew in just before the snap. John Williams hopped on top of it. Let's see what the call is. Seems like the Storm will retain the football.
Offside defense, number 93 with contact. That penalty enforced 5 yards. Remains second down.
Ben Moa called for offsides. It'll be 5 extra yards for the Storm. And Lorenzo Brown Jr. and his head coach Curtis Riggs go further back than even their start here with the Storm. Brown played for Sioux Falls and won back-to-back NAIA titles with Riggs as his quarterback coach at Sioux Falls University. Drop back for his first pass, instead elects to run. Makes it back to about the line of scrimmage. And that's how the third quarter will end. 36-19, Sioux Falls on top as we head into the fourth quarter.
It's that time of year when you'll save hundreds, even thousands on America's best-selling brands during Mattress Firm's semi-annual clearance sale. While supplies last, save up to 80% on name brand model closeouts like Sealy, Simmons, Serta, and even Stearns & Foster. And with zero interest financing for up to 5 years, buy America's most recommended bed, Tempur-Pedic, for just $31 a month and get $300 in bonus cash. But hurry, these clearance models won't last long. Shop Mattress Firm's semi-annual clearance sale going on now.
West River Chiropractic, the sponsor of the second half adjustments. Bet Connect, the official communications provider of the Bismarck Bucks.
Start of the fourth quarter, Sioux Falls with the football and nursing a 17-point lead. Lorenzo Brown Jr. seeing his first series at quarterback right now. Hasn't thrown a pass yet. Third down and 7. That changes now. Dials one up and hits Damian Ford past the chains. Brown with his first pass, first completion, and it'll be first down and goal. Brown, who got time last week, went 9 for 17, 79 yards, no touchdowns and 1 interception in that 10-point loss to Iowa. Low snap. Brown with the keeper. And a little bit of quickness from the wily veteran. Makes his way to the 3. Bismarck in desperate need of a stop if they've got a shot here in this fourth quarter. It was a 16-point game at the half. So the Bucks have held strong here in the third, but haven't been able to make a dent in this Sioux Falls lead. The dangerous man is Chavius to Brown's left. They give him the handoff. And a nice tackle by Jackson. And more issues in the end zone. Keontae Godot and Brandon Shepard just got into it for the second time. And if that flag was on Keontae Godot, and it's an unsportsmanlike penalty, he would be ejected. It would be his second of the game. After a great stop by Darion Jackson to force third down and goal. Tough to see who instigated it right away, but Godot
After the play's over
certainly
with,
got into it.
personal foul, unnecessary roughness defense. That penalty force half the distance, automatic first down.
So an unnecessary roughness, not an unsportsmanlike conduct. That's important because it allows Keontae Godot to stay in the game, although now it is first down and goal and half the distance. So the ball's marked at about the 1.5 yard line. Let's call it to 2. Brown on his first series. Keeps it himself. Runs into a wall named Devontae Keith. Keith with a nice tackle right there. Bucks trying to make this goal line stand. Back to the line of scrimmage, second down and goal from the 2. Brown did have a rushing touchdown of the QB sneak variety 3 weeks ago when these two met in Bismarck. No protection in the shotgun this time for Brown. Across the way for Shepard, and he darts into the end zone. Brandon Shepard back into the end zone. And the Storm are firmly in control. Shepard with his 5th rushing touchdown of the season. And Sioux Falls with their largest lead of the game. And now Sioux Falls out there to go for 2. And they have Tommy Armstrong in a quarterback this time. Armstrong, Chubb with the snap. Got it to Chavius, who reaches out over the goal line tack on 2 more for Sioux Falls. It's a 25-point edge with 11:28 to play in the 4th.
Media timeout.
May is National Beef Month, and what better time to explain where the different cuts of beef come from. We are in grilling season, and knowing your way around cuts of beef can be useful when choosing a cut of meat. National Beef Month is a time to thank cattlemen that work tirelessly to keep meat on our tables and keep our ag economy strong. We are proud to recognize, celebrate, and support all those hardworking men and women. A big thank you from Dakota Community Bank and Trust.
Bucks football is presented by these fine sponsors: Aramark, Dakota Community Bank and Trust, Dickinson State University, Torgerson Auto Center, Stone Home Brewing Company, and West River Chiropractic. West River Chiropractic, the sponsor of the second half adjustments. Sleep Number, your official sleep partner of the Bismarck Bucks.
Brandon Shepard on the 2-yard touchdown run, and it's a 25-point Sioux Falls lead. 11:28 to go here in the 4th quarter. Sioux Falls has led wire to wire today. Bucks, who haven't trailed in 8 quarters, as we get some good club work here from Sioux Falls. Always some good in-game entertainment here at Denny Sanford Premier Center. David Sugarman here for Beck Sports. So happy you could join us with us. Tip of the cap to the wonderful Sioux Falls camera crew for helping us out today, produce this game, along with camera operator Zach Hoffner and our director Ryan Bradley, back in the friendly confines of Bismarck, North Dakota. Bucks will get the week off after this with a bye, and then they'll round out the road trip with a trip out east. First ever trip to Massachusetts to take on the Pirates for the 2nd time this season. Venetier to kick off to Kerrigan and Hendrick. End over end kick. Kerrigan takes it at the Emmons Storm. And more great special teams coverage. It's been a clinic from the Sioux Falls defense and special teams coverage today. Jordan Baldwin on the stop there. 3 interceptions today from the Sioux Falls defense. They've given up only 19 to Bismarck. The Bucks' season low so far this year was 18 back in week 2 to Massachusetts. And when these two met 3 weeks ago, Bismarck put up 28. Head coach Rod Miller said that his team just wasn't prepared. They maybe were even a little bit big-headed when these two met a couple of weeks ago. Thought his team would come out a little bit more prepared today. Just got off to a slow start, fell behind 20-0, and played hard to stay in the game for a while, but never quite cracked the code today. 1st down and 10. Stemeti keeps it himself, and a nice run from Stemeti. He was upset. He took a hit from Hendricks as he was trying to give himself out of bounds. But nonetheless, a 1st down and a nice run from Stemeti. Like we said, Richard Stemeti, after a quarterback battle the first few weeks, Glenn Couillette was the starter for several weeks, then got hurt, and then left the team to play for Frankfurt Universe in Germany. Right now, Stemeti, the only quarterback on the roster. Had one of his best games of the season last week in Green Bay with 6 touchdowns. 2 touchdowns today, but 3 interceptions as well. 1st down and 10, just got it off. Stemeti out for Kerrigan, and he stumbles to the 15. Coming up on 10 minutes to go in this 4th quarter. It'll be 1st down and 10 from the 14. Stemeti tucks and runs quickly. Good block ahead by his running back Rankin. And Stemeti with some tough running. Makes it 2nd down and short. Haven't seen Richard Stemeti used like this a lot this season, but he's been a little bit more of a runner today, and he's been effective. That was his 6th carry, and he's picked up close to 30 yards today. Not known for his mobility. Couillette was the more mobile of the two, but Stemeti's done a nice job. 2 big runs on this drive, 1 for a first down and 8 yards there. 2nd down and 2 from the 6. Pitch out to Rankin and stopped in the backfield again. Jordan Baldwin has been everywhere, and we've got a flag after the play. Matthew Snow, lineman for the Bucks, is animated right now with the officials. Snow has to be careful. He's already been ejected from the game once this season. And another flag as Snow is being pulled away from the pack. And Snow's walking towards the bench. He may have just been ejected. It would be the 2nd time this season for the Pace product. It has been a chippy game today. Unsportsmanlike penalties on both sides. We've already had 1 ejection from Sioux Falls, Lawrence Martin, an offensive lineman. Head coach Curtis Riggs was relegated to the sideline for his unsportsmanlike
After the
conduct
play's over
penalty.
with, dead ball, unnecessary roughness, late hit on number 51 on the offense. That penalty enforced 15 yards from the end of the run. Dead ball. Unsportsmanlike conduct, number 51. That penalty forced half the distance. Number 51's been disqualified for the game.
So 2 penalties, both on Matthew Snow, and he has been ejected. A late hit, look at number 51 right here. That was the late hit, and then clearly Snow was upset and continued to talk to the officials and was then given an unsportsmanlike penalty. So after 1st down and goal, rather 2nd down and 2 from inside the 10-yard line, the Bucks are moving way back. It will be 2nd down and 23. They go from inside the Sioux Falls 10 to inside their own 15-yard line. It's being marked right at the 15, in fact.
Those penalties were dead ball fouls, so the down counted. It's 3rd down.
And the officials make sure to let everyone know it is now 3rd down, as those were dead ball penalties. Play counted. It is officially 3rd and a mile. They're calling it 3rd and 31. Stemeti under pressure, gets it away for Rankin. Rankin makes up a good chunk of the yardage. Lost the ball after the play, was ruled down. And so it'll be now 4th down, still a ways to go. Coming up on the halfway mark of this 4th quarter, beg your pardon. It'll be 4th down and 21, a 10-yard pickup there on 3rd. Let's see what offense coordinator Corey Ross has in the playbook. Stemeti aims an arrow, picked off. Robinson with his 2nd pick of the day. Stemeti's 4th interception, and the veteran Robinson, in his 3rd season with the Storm, picks off his 2nd pass. And that'll put the final nail in the coffin likely here for Bismarck. Not a lot Stemeti could do there. Had to try and make something happen on 4th and long. And so with 7:36 to go, the Sioux Falls offense will come back out. And Lorenzo Brown Jr. back out there for his second drive. First one ended in a Brandon Shepard 2-yard touchdown run. Brown, the 11-year man. Tucks and runs. Had Keith in pursuit. Did a nice job of outrunning him. And he picks up 5. Brown, who mentioned has been with this franchise a long time, started as a wide receiver, eventually moved to quarterback. His head coach, Curtis Riggs, actually tried to get him to retire in the offseason, but he wanted to come back and defend this team's 2019 United Bowl. Hasn't always been easy, has been battling for the starting job all year. Armstrong got the start today as he went out to the outside for Alonzo Moore. And it'll be 3rd down and short, but he still has gas in the tank and still has the motivation. Been battling with the 2019 IFL Rookie of the Year, Tommy Armstrong, and talk about an embarrassment of riches for this Sioux Falls club. A team seeing adversity like they haven't before. 3-3, they've never been 500 or below this deep into an IFL season. This is their 12th year in the league. 3rd down and 2. Brown in trouble, gets away from Keith. Reaches near the sticks and right near the marker. The old man is shifty. The Sioux Falls product. Lorenzo Brown got right to the sticks. Seemed to be a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. Less than 5.5 to go in the 4th quarter. And now the disadvantage here, not that there's a ton of time left, is that because of the sideline penalty, or losing the sideline privileges, Lorenzo Brown now has to go all the way near the end zone to his head coach Curtis Riggs to talk, although they'll call a timeout here.
Timeout.
5 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. Storm up 25.
Poem Design is your shop for specialized and meaningful home decor. Nothing makes a house a home like personalized designs that celebrate your milestones and tells your family's unique story. Check out our e-commerce site to find signs, photo prints, and much more. Let Poem's cutting-edge technology create unique products to help you add your personal touch to any space. Visit poemdesign.net to shop our catalog today.
Bucks football is presented by these fine sponsors: Bank Communications Cooperative, Shields, Pure Country, Runnings Farm and Fleet, Taco Del Mar, Gluten Property Management.
Exactly 5 minutes left to go here at the Denny Sanford Premier Center. Sioux Falls facing a 4th and 1. However, not too much stress either way. They've got a 25-point edge. One of the best 4th down teams in the league, though. 6 for 8 this season, 2nd best in the IFL. And what's been a chippy, physical game, however, one that Sioux Falls has led from the get-go. Up 20-0, and this is their largest lead of the game. 4th down and 1. Brown moves Chavius over from his right to his left. Keith nearly got there for the sack. Good coverage by Carter. Shepard arguing for a flag, and Curtis Riggs just threw a challenge flag out onto the field. Up 25, not resting on his laurels. And Riggs, because he lost his sideline privileges, had to really show off the arm to get the flag out there. Likely challenging. Imagine if there was a penalty. Right now, Riggs having a discussion with the officials.
Sioux Falls is challenging the previous play of an illegal blitz. The previous play is now under review.
And so the challenge is if there was an illegal blitz from Bismarck. So Curtis Riggs trying to ring the towel here for any more drops he can get. Up 25, and that's what makes him a Hall of Fame coach, I suppose. 243 wins. Trying to finish off number 244. So take a look. Devon Keith was there in a hurry. Now, worth noting, normally you cannot cross an offensive lineman. You just have to overpower them. No swim moves allowed in the IFL. Keith may have done that. Look at Devon Keith, number 15. On the end of the line right here. He crosses over to try and get by his man. It's a good eye by head coach Curtis Riggs. He may have a case here. 4:52 to go in this fourth quarter. Likely would not matter either way, but Storm would retain the football and pick up a first down on a penalty. Bucks will get a bye after this week, take a break, spend the week in Bismarck before going on the road to Massachusetts.
After further review, number 2 is the non-declaring blitzing linebacker. Number 2, legal defense, illegal blitz outside the A-gap. 5 yards previous spot from the 21-yard line. The ball will be placed at the 16-yard line, first and 10. Sioux Falls is not charged a timeout.
So the penalty is in fact on Malik Duncan on the illegal blitz. Number 2. Got in the face of Brown there, called for an illegal blitz. So a successful challenge for Riggs. The Storm will go on the road the next 2 weeks after this one. They'll take on Spokane, who they just lost to 2 weeks prior, 50-32, and then after that, they'll take on the Green Bay Blizzard. Blizzard had an exciting win last night against Iowa, 48-44. Iowa team that has been up and down. 30-plus point loss to Bismarck. They bounced back with a win against Sioux Falls, and then a loss to Green Bay. Exciting team. Tough one to figure out, though. So 4:52 to go. It'll be first down and 10 for Sioux Falls. The play clock's still not running right now, so officials still getting things sorted out. A long break here, 4:52 to go. Coach Riggs said the biggest thing coming into this week was that his team couldn't turn over the football. Had to find a way to win that turnover battle, things that they just haven't overcome the last couple of weeks. Well, today they forced 4 turnovers, 4 Richards Demetti interceptions, and they only turned the ball over once themselves. And that was really the big difference maker in tonight's ball game. 44-19, and a chance for another score here. First down and 10. End off for Smith, and a flag down right at the snap, as Smith lost a yard.
Sideline warning, Bismarck. This is their first sideline warning of the game.
So Bismarck given their first sideline warning of the game. It's Chris Hemphill, the defensive back and special teams coach, who's roaming the sidelines right now. No yardage penalty enforced on the first infraction. Second down and 10, back to the line of scrimmage on that last run by Smith. Brown back to pass. Pump. And then delivers to Smith at the 12. The short pickup there, but a strong game for Justin Smith. A touchdown earlier. He's played well today, and we've got another flag today. I sincerely hope nobody's got a dinner reservation.
Illegal contact, defense number 21. 5-yard penalty, previous spot, automatic first down.
Illegal procedure on Dion Carter, and it's an automatic Sioux Falls first down. An awful lot of penalties today. A combined 10 penalties today, 7 on Bismarck, 3 on Sioux Falls. So now it'll be first down and 10 from the 11. Less than 3.5 to go here in the fourth. This one winds down. Brown fakes the handoff, gets by Keith. Did he get by everybody? No, he did not. Dion Carter pushed him into the dashboard. A great effort by the Vets. However, it'll be first down and goal. First down and goal from the 2. Oh, beg your pardon. Wasn't quite a first down, so it'll be second down and 2. From about the 2.5, 3 yard line. So the Storm can pick up a first down here. 2.5 to play as the clock continues to run. Brown in the shotgun. Hands off across the way. Chavius scurries in with ease. Nate Chavius in the end zone for the 3rd time today, and the route is on here in South Dakota. A big game for Chavius, who leads the IFL in all-purpose yards. And another flag on the play. Believe it was after the touchdown. Doesn't seem like there's any sign of the touchdown coming off the board. And now the official's going over to talk with Chris Hemphill about it. As a young Storm fan, certainly enjoying this one.
Ruling on the field is a touchdown. After the play, dead ball, unsportsmanlike. Number 1 on the offense, stand over taunt. That 15-yard penalty placed in the bank after the kickoff.
So the touchdown stands. Alonzo Moore whistled for taunting after the touchdown. So that penalty will go in the bank. 15 more yards to help Bismarck when they get the football back here. With about 2 minutes to go. Tommy Armstrong in a quarterback as the Storm go for 2. Play action fake. Oh, and what a grab! High pointed by Julius Wingate. 2 more for the Storm. They pour things on here at home. 2:04 to play, 52-19.
It's that time of year when you'll save hundreds, even thousands on America's best-selling brands during Mattress Firm's semi-annual clearance sale. While supplies last, save up to 80% on name brand model closeouts like Sealy, Simmons, Serta, and even Stearns & Foster. And with 0 interest financing for up to 5 years, buy America's most recommended bed, Tempur-Pedic, for just $31 a month and get $300 in bonus cash. But hurry, these clearance models won't last long. Shop Mattress Firm's semi-annual clearance sale going on now.
Prairie Nights has opened all slot machines for use, and Blackjack is back as well. So come on out, enjoy all your favorite games, and rest assured social distancing protocols are still in place. And right now, get in on the $110,000 Summer Cruisers giveaway. Win cash, comps, and free slot play prizes on Sundays. Or one of our grand prizes, a Can-Am Spyder or Ranger pontoon. Get here for the Summer Cruisers giveaway. It's one of the biggest giveaways of the year. Feel lucky tonight.
Cricket Wireless, the official smile cam of the Bismarck Bucks.
2:04 to play here in the fourth quarter. Sioux Falls with another touchdown. Nate Chavius runs it in from 3 yards out. They kick off to Kerrigan. Kerrigan gets past the 20, and he's pushed in to the dashboard, just shy of midfield. Though Richard Stametti in the offense will come out with 1:57 to play. Bismarck does have all 3 of their timeouts. However, down 33. Bismarck will head into the bye week, likely 5-4. Have a 2-game losing streak snapped, and
The unsportsmanlike conduct that occurred during the touchdown will now be enforced half the distance. First down, Bismarck.
and as you just heard from the official, an in-the-bank penalty after Alonzo Moore was taunting after the last Sioux Falls touchdown. And so after a decent return, some extra yardage, and Bismarck will start the drive at the Sioux Falls 13-yard line. Second time this season the Bucks have struggled with the Storm. It was 64-28 back in Bismarck 3 weeks ago. Stametti steps up and runs, and he's tripped up. We've seen Stametti be a little bit more mobile than usual today. Wonder if that'll play a factor as this season goes on, and who the Bucks might pick up. Elected to not sign a new quarterback this week, but of course in the IFL, a lot of people always on standby with the ever-changing rosters in this league. And can't imagine there'll be only one quarterback on the roster for long. JT Stokes was actually the backup quarterback this week, the wide receiver. As we now hit the 1 minute warning here in Sioux Falls. Bucks will have a chance to tack on one more when we come back. 1 minute to go.
Cricket Wireless, the official smile cam of the Bismarck Bucks. ID Chrysler, the official touchdown sponsor of the game.
Our family had problems with hydration, fatigue, and cramping that no product on the market could solve. We knew there had to be a solution, which led us to inventing Cramp Aid. Our elite athletes have reported up to an 80% reduction in water loss when using Cramp Aid compared to other sports drinks. Nature didn't make water colored, so neither does Cramp Aid. Our products contain all natural flavors and are dye-free. Cramp Aid helps your water take you further.
1 minute warning just took place, and Bismarck trailing by 33, trying to get in the end zone one last time, give themselves something to feel good about heading into the bye week and what's been a difficult night. Stametti on the keeper, and he's blasted back. Jordan Baldwin in what's been a big night for the Sioux Falls secondary. 4 interceptions, multiple tackles for loss, 2 picks from Jermaine Robinson, 1 from Reed Harrison Ducros, and another from Jordan Baldwin, who just made the big tackle. So it'll be 3rd down and 3. Stametti fakes the give, dials one up, and a touchdown to JT Stokes. So a bright spot and a positive note to end on for Bismarck. Stametti with his 2nd touchdown delivery of the evening. One to Stokes and 1 to Mike Kerrigan, and the Bucks will elect to go for 2 with 16 seconds left in this 4th quarter. Stametti, all kinds of time, and he drops it off for Rankin. Reached over the goal line, And he got the 2-point conversion before letting it go. Bucks tack on 2 more. They trail 52-27, just 16 seconds left in this one. Stokes with his 12th touchdown of the year.
Good.
When no one else is around. Champions get to work. They never rest. Never settle.
Bucks football is presented by these fine sponsors: Hoo Hot Mongolian Grill, Jiffy Lube, Hawk Tree Golf Course, Moss Adams, Premier Property, and Shields. Bucks football is presented by these fine sponsors: Action Motorsports, Bill Barth Ford, Glenn's Welding, H.A. Thompson & Sons, Taco Del Mar, and Veracity Motors.
.16 ticks to go. One final kickoff for Cody Barber. Bouncing ball picked up by Chavius. And a flag as Keith swung Chavius down. So Terrell Hendrick and Micah Eugene both went flying as Eugene was trying to free up Chavius. Might be a penalty on him with 11 ticks left. Storm with still a little bit of motivation. They just announced on the PA here, if they get 55 or more, everybody in the building gets a free beer at a local pizza joint. So now more than ever, the Storm fans are into this one.
Legal block in the back, return team number 19. That penalty enforced half the distance. First down, Sioux Falls.
So Micah Eugene called for the block in the back.
We going positive yardage, you're getting it.
Former LSU Tiger and Southeastern Louisiana alum. Curtis Riggs doesn't look like a man who's about to have a 25-point victory, but he is the all-time winningest coach in NFL history with 243, 11 seconds away from tacking one more on and snapping a 2-game losing streak. Not normally supposed to be able to take a knee, but the Bucks will allow it. And that'll wrap this one up. Sioux Falls leads wire to wire and snaps their 2-game losing streak. Bucks see their 2-game winning streak come to an end with a 52-27 loss. The Storm take down Bismarck by more than 20 points for the second time this season. Bismarck will fall to 5-4, headed into their bye week. Sioux Falls goes to 4-3 as they get to the road to take on the Spokane Shock next week. That'll do it for us here at Beck Sports. A big thank you to the Sioux Falls crew being so incredibly helpful for us this week, getting our broadcast set up and running many of our cameras that you saw in our wonderful production today. A first-class organization. We thank you, the Sioux Falls Storm. Special thanks as well to the rest of our Beck Sports crew, camera operator Zach Hoffner, and director back at the studio, Ryan Bradley. I'm David Sugarman saying so long from Sioux Falls. One last time, the Bucks head into the bye week on a losing note. A 52-27 loss on the road here in Sioux Falls. We'll see you in a couple of weeks when the Bucks take on the Massachusetts Pirates on the road.
Bucks football is presented by these fine sponsors: Aramark, Dakota Community Bank and Trust, Dickinson State University, Torger Sonato Center,